it's a great lineup. Maybe we can talk about them one by one. Maybe over to you, Molemi.
Of course, we'll be talking to them about them one by one with 10 laps to go in this one. If you're joining us, remember we are live from the Nyayo National Stadium, bringing you the Kenyan trials for the Olympic Games. Of course, it's not only Kenyans who are taking part in this one. There is the South Sudanese, there are Burundians in this one, but Team Botswana should be coming. And that makes it even better because the trials for the Olympics here is something special. Many people will be talking so much about this one. And of course, as we give you every bit of action, if you're joining us, this is the 5,000 meters women final, and of course a team of 3 should be selected from this one. And of course there are favorites in this race, including the likes of Beatrice Chebet, who is the Commonwealth champion over the distance. The world champion over the distance also is in the house, Faith Kipyegon, running her second race of the year, having competed in the Prefontaine Classic. And you look at how well set this field is, you are like, yes, we are ready for action. We are ready to rumble. And of course, we'll be giving you every tidbit as they take the third lap of this 5,000 meters. 9 laps to go. Caroline Nyaga, born in 1993, one of the most experienced athletes in this field. There's Teresia Mudhoni Gateri, Saila Busianei, who's currently leading the field, born in 1991 with a personal best of 15 minutes, 17.00 seconds. And of course, we have the world record holder, Faith Kipyegon, 32.31 registered last year, which was a very, very, very great year for the Kenyan queen of track. And of course, the global star, Faith Kipyegon, who tells me she loves Arsenal. She loves watching football, apart from just running.
Yeah, it's indeed good for these athletes to also watch other matches. Well, maybe talking about the 5,000 meters race, I know Kenyans have not done so well this season. We have about 5 Ethiopian athletes who are leading this season, and this is because they ran well during the Hayward, during the Oregon Diamond League in USA. So we have Sige Gebreselama, who is now leading with a 14:18.76. That's the leading athlete this year. And looking at the lineup here today, maybe we shall even have a world leader or close to that, because the best Kenyan here is Beatrice Chebet, who is 6th in that position. And then we have Edna Chebitok, who is 16th in that lineup, and then Caroline Nyaga now comes in as a 22nd athlete. Then we have Margaret Akidor, and then Nelvin Jepkemboy, and then Teresia Mudhoni, who's number 68. Maybe talking about the last event in Olympics, maybe the winners, we had Sifan Hassan. Sifan Hassan took control of the race and won gold, followed by Helen Obiri, then Gudaf Segei. Of course, if you see those athletes, they were very competitive. And going forward, I think because Helen Obiri has moved to marathon, and now we have new stars. Now we have our athletes here. We don't know who will make the team, but what we can say is that we can see a good lineup that is coming up, and we are waiting to see who will make the 1, 2, 3 to the Olympics.
Very strong race there by Saila Busianei, still in the lead as they head towards the 6th lap of this 5,000 meters. If you're joining us, we are live from the Nyayo National Stadium. It wasn't possible, but it was made possible by everyone who made sure that we at least got a glimpse of the Nyayo National Stadium. Whatever is happening here, remember the stadium is under renovations for the upcoming events, including the championships to be held in September in Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania, of course. But for athletics, it's always #1 because it is the #1 sport in the country, by the way. It's no fluke about that, because so many stars have been born from this part of the planet. So many stars are born every day. As you can see right now, that is Busianei leading the way, and of course Margaret Chelimo Kipkemoi in 2nd place right now. And it shows you that this is a field that you cannot underrate anyone. Even the world champion and the Commonwealth champion who are in here, they know that this is going to be very, very tough as they head towards the 6th lap of this one.
And of course, talking about Sela is she has a gold medal in 1500. That was during the military games, where she competed at the military games, where she bagged a gold medal in 1500. And it has been good seeing her compete and progress from the from the middle distance race to the long distance races. And seeing her leading here today, I know the others are maybe planning something, but I know she is a good athlete. I see she ran very well during the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. So we expect her to do well here. Talking about Margaret. Margaret, remember she was in cross country in Belgrade, where she managed to come in 3rd place. And I'll be happy to see the combination of Beatrice and Margaret, because they were both there in Belgrade. So I don't know who will beat the other, but it's a matter of wait and see.
It's a battle of cards, they say. Margaret still in there. You can also look at the likes of Caroline Nyaga, still hanging there, currently in 3rd place. And that shows you that here, it's all about tactics. And we are halfway in this one. Nobody has already taken, let's say, the responsibility of what to do in this race. And, of course, we are looking at the leading pack right now. Busene is still leading, just as she did from the start. And now she's still in there. Looking also at Caroline Nyaga in 3rd. And of course, we are talking about Margaret Chelimo. Kipyegon was in Belgrade, of course, for the World Championships. And you look at what they are doing here, you're like, wow, this is going to be very, very close.
And we also have a foreigner, that is a Ugandan. Ugandans are coming up very well. We have Joy Cheptoyek, who is running here today also. She's also there hanging. She's, I think, about the 6th athlete here. She's hanging. And I think the Ugandans are now taking up athletics very well. And seeing Joy Cheptoyek here, I know she won, by the way, she won the nationals 10,000 meters race in Ulinzi. And she has been training in Iten, and I think she has known what to do right. And I think going forward, the Ugandans are going to do very well in the long distance races. That is what I can tell you. Kenyans should be worried. Those people who are training in Iten, Kapsabet, Nandi Hills, and Kericho, Nyahururu, Embu, they should be worried about the Ugandans. Cheptoyek is a very good athlete, and as you can see now, Faith is coming forward, and there is a reaction there. She is now leading. She is now leading with the 4 laps to go. And I think she's now setting the pace. And the others have also reacted. They are now going for the last 4 laps. And the pace has gone up. It's now, the race is now getting interesting.
Faith Kipyegon hitting the front for the first time in this one, as we have 4 laps to go, and this is going to be very, very interesting. Faith Kipyegon running her 2nd race of the year. I was talking to her just the other day. She told me she's in great shape. For all the doubters, they can see what Faith is capable of doing. Beatrice Chebet hitting 2nd for the first time. This race is slowly taking shape, and you can feel there's going to be adrenaline in this one, Bernard.
Of course, we are almost forgetting the Africa champion, Janet Jemgetich. She's also the Keringet-based athlete. She's also hanging there. I think she's the 5th athlete now. And I think she's also trying her best to get into the Olympics team. And the race is getting interesting. Maybe it's a matter of, as we wait for the 3 laps, the pace is going up indeed. And as you can see, it's really, now the gap is there. We have now, they've separated, athletes have separated. It's getting interesting.
It's getting really, really interesting, and you can see it's now Faith, Beatrice, and Margaret. It's a 1, 2, 3 that Bernard predicted, by the way. And he's also talked about Joy Chepyotek, who did really well at the Ulinzi complex a couple of weeks ago. But now it's all about Faith Kipyegon, Beatrice Chebet, and Margaret Chelimo. 1, 2, 3. It's an affair that we can say that we don't know how it's going to pan out. But Faith Kipyegon is telling Beatrice Chebet, kindly, if you can, please just take the lead for the moment, because we have a few laps to go. It's all about the qualification. It's not about how fast you'll be, but attaining that qualification mark. Because you look at this, I think all of them are within the qualification mark for this one. And of course, it is 14 minutes 52.00 seconds. That's the standard qualification time. But right now, it's all about Faith Kipyegon, Beatrice Chebet, and of course, Margaret Chelimo in a 1, 2, 3 in the 5,000 meters women final. And if you're joining us, of course, this is the Kenya trials for the Olympics that will be happening in Paris from the 26th of July.
Yeah, I think for Faith it is a matter of qualification because this is her first race this season, and she had to increase her pace so that she can be able to make it to the Olympics. And I think she was looking at the watch, and if you see the qualification mark being 14:52, and with less than 1.5 laps to go, I think she's gonna make it. And of course, Beatrice is hanging there and her back. Beatrice is a good athlete. I remember when she won gold at the World Under 20 in Finland. That is in Tampere. That was her first gold while she was a junior, before going to the cross country in Denmark, where she also won gold. And it has been a good progress for her. And seeing how she's hanging behind Faith, Faith is now increasing her pace in the last lap. That is about 4 meters gap. And then the third athlete's about 10 meters gap, but that's Margaret Chelimo. It's a good event. And going to the final, over to Mulemi.
And now Faith Kipyegon takes her heels a notch higher. The gear has already shifted. Beatrice Chebet in second, Margaret Chelimo in third. But it's all about the world champion in the 5,000 meters, the world record holder in the 5,000 meters, the Commonwealth champion in the 5,000 meters, and of course now the 10,000 meters record holder, Beatrice Chebet, currently in second. She looks to be no match to Faith Kipyegon, who looks really rested, looks fresher, looks stronger, looks more focused, and of course raring to go. It is the Paris Olympics ticket in the line, and there she goes, Faith Kipyegon, right now taking the lead. It's all about looking at the time. 14:52 is the standard qualification time. What time will Faith Kipyegon post? There she comes towards the home stretch. Beatrice Chebet lowering the gear just a little bit because she knows she's attained the second place, but it's all about Faith Kipyegon coming into the home stretch. She looks fresh, she looks strong, she wants to do a double, by the way. She'll be doing the 1500, but now it is 14:46.30 for Faith Kipyegon, and Beatrice Chebet comes in second, 14:52, and Margaret Chelimo steaming to third. And that is very composed. That's a very composed race by these two track queens. Of course, I'm talking about the winner, Faith Kipyegon, and of course, I'm talking about Beatrice Chebet. And coming in third, of course, is Margaret Chelimo, with Janet Chepngetich coming in fourth place. We'll be giving you the official timings, but it is what it is. 5,000 meters. Faith Kipyegon taking it home. Of course, she says she wants to do a double out of the Olympics. You look at the reaction time. It's been great. She said she was going to actually make it, and of course, looking at the time, they have both qualified for Paris 2024.
Yeah, indeed, it was a wonderful race, and Mulemi, I'm very happy because if you see around the stadium, you will see former athletes, the legends who are here to witness what is really happening. And I think going forward, I think we need to work and see on how these legends will be able to give these athletes advices on how to compete. And it's a good thing seeing them around. So that race was good. It was good seeing Faith qualify for the event, and now we'll be waiting to see how she'll do it in the 1500 meters. Because as I told you, she had an injury, and this is her first event this year.
Sure, and you look